thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Can you share a little bit about who you are, your home life, and your professional life?
Thank you. Yes, I actually am a former educator and school administrator. I grew up in Texas, and after I went to school in the Midwest. So after moving back to Texas, I taught there for a while, and I went on and got my graduate degree, and I worked in the Houston Independent School District with alternative certification, and the first year for the Teach for America, we welcomed their interns into the district as well. My husband and I moved here 23 years ago, and I started my first teaching job in Minnesota in the Egan School District. But I eventually retired to raise my children and continue to stay involved in the community, as well as their schools, and volunteering my time in the reading recovery programs, as a parent, as a PTA mom, and as well as a member of the Junior League of St. Paul and other organizations. So I was really active in the community as well throughout those years.
Why did you decide to run for state representative?
You know, I've always been involved a little bit behind the scenes in helping candidates and whatnot, but I have 2 children in college. My one son came home after his first year, and he said, you know, Mom, I think this is as good as it's gonna get. We might not have it as good or better than you did. And I thought, these kids, this is our next generation. They should be so excited about the future ahead of them. So when this seat became open, in the back of my mind was my son saying, this is as good as it's gonna get. And I thought it's time to get off the sidelines and out front and work, because I want them to have as good, if not a better, future with a plethora of opportunities to do whatever they want to do. And I want them to look to their future and be excited about what's ahead of them.
What are some of your legislative priorities this session?
You know, this session, I want to work for a pro-job growth policies. It's about efficient, effective government, making sure that we're good stewards of the hard-earned taxpayer dollars. It's about creating a competitive, making Minnesota competitive where business is concerned, encouraging our businesses to continue to grow and invest in not only the community but in their own companies, and as well as looking to ways to make sure that companies want to come here to do business. Another issue is just making sure that we have strong schools, that every child, no matter of where they live, has the most highly effective teacher in the classroom, and they have the opportunity for the highest potential of success.
What book or movie have you recently read or seen would you recommend, and why?
Well, you know, I did take one break off of the campaign trail to spend some time with my daughter, and she had read Heaven is for Real, and I didn't have a chance to get to that book, but we did together go see the movie, and it was just a wonderful movie, and I recommend it for anybody. I'm sure you can get it now out on Blu-ray or on demand, but I recommend take the time to see that.
Thanks for joining us for this interview.
Thank you so much.